I can't tell you what a treat it's been to have the last hour together. I am very, very conscious of the fact that there's only one guru on the stage.
I wouldn't agree with him. He has taught so many people. He's definitely a guru. Religion divides, spirituality unites. It's like banana and the banana skin. Spirituality is the banana and the religion is the banana skin. So it comes with the skin, you don't eat the skin. Unfortunately, people throw the banana away and holding on to the skin, and that's why we see so much conflict around the world.
This is completely unrehearsed and spontaneous, and Gurudev has no idea of the eclectic interests I have. Should we begin?
Yeah.
What causes humans to use the spiritual to divide each other? And a related question, what causes them to try to intellectualize something in doctrine and dogma? Is it all about people just trying to have power?
I think it's prejudice. We grow up with a lot of prejudice. I ask a simple question. See, down the lane here, you have Chinese restaurant. You go, when you want to have Chinese food, you go and have Chinese food. Just by eating Chinese food, you don't turn to be Chinese. So you eat Danish cookies and you have Swiss chocolates. So when it comes to food, we accept food from all over the world. When it comes to clothing, then also see people wear clothes from all over the place. When it comes to food, music, clothing, even politics, we accept these things from all over the world. But when it comes to philosophy, religion, why do we close ourselves down? Then we are making ourselves very rigid and poorer in some sense, that you are not broad-minded. You miss the wisdom. See, someone who misses the wisdom of Jesus Christ, or say Buddha or Lao Tzu, they miss a lot. So I would say that we must globalize wisdom, and you follow your path. If you are a Catholic, be a Catholic, devout Catholic. But you don't have to say, I cannot read something else, otherwise I will go to hell. That fear and guilt, we must do away with it.
Yeah. TM sometimes was a religion and sometimes wasn't a religion. But for purposes of the United States Constitution, it shouldn't be viewed as a religion, and it should be allowed to be taught in the public schools. What's your view on this?
Every religion has got three aspects. One is the practices, belief system, and then symbols. While the symbols and practices are different, but the values, underlying values among all the religions, you find that common thread, like compassion, like being happy, being stress-free. These values, I would say, are most vital. They are spiritual values. So while religion divides, spirituality unites. See, there was only one Jesus. Today you have 72 denominations of Christianity. There was only one Prophet Muhammad. And if you go into Islam, there are 134 sects of Islam. Buddhism was only Lord Gautam Buddha. And today you have 36 sects of Buddhism. In Hinduism, you can't even count. It goes beyond the numbers. So, and each one claiming their way is the way, the only way, or the way to heaven. Now, this is an issue. This is the problem. Religion has its place, but spirituality is something which is common. For example, Ayurveda has come out of Hinduism. Yoga has come out of Hinduism. But yoga will work on everybody. It doesn't require a belief system. In religion, it's the way your life is, your birth and your name, and it is connected with the ceremonies you do, how you get married and what vows you take and how you are cremated when you die. These are all a part of religion. But living life in its value, seeing your mind, your spirit, whether it's happy. Are we able to live the potential, the ideals that we aspire for? That I would call a spirituality, make a difference. Spirituality is the banana and the religion is the banana skin. Though it comes with the skin, you don't eat the skin. Right? But unfortunately, people throw the banana away and holding on to the skin, and that's why we see so much conflict around the world.
How do you feel, you, the guru of love and compassion, when you hear the news of the pain in the world today and the atrocities that we witness every single day?
When I consider the whole world as one family, we are part of this one planet, any trouble anywhere definitely pains. It does. And instead of sitting and brooding over it, I jump into action. When I saw some things happening in Colombia, I said, let us immediately go there. So I went there. I spoke to President Santos. He said, there doesn't seem to be any hope. The talks have failed. I said, let me try. He said, yeah, welcome. Then I took a flight and went to Cuba, and I met the FARC rebels there. First, they were not ready to see me. They said, we have our Karl Marx as our ideal, and then we will not meet anyone spiritual or any guru that met. Then they came to check me out. I was giving a talk in University of Havana. So they came to check me out and heard me, did a meditation with me. And then they agreed to talk to me.
Even communists can meditate.
Yeah. And then they said, yeah, we will accept the Gandhian principle of non-violence. And the peace talk resumed.
And now they're in the government.
Yeah, now they are in the government.
Yeah. How can people that want to believe in the world you talk about?
One thing I have observed is the people with negative tendencies, they are more proactive. People with more positive mindset, they're a little bit laid back. Now, this is why I started this campaign. I stand for peace. So instead of feeling a despondency, feeling hopeless, sitting at home, at least you do something. Say, I stand for peace. Invoke the valor within you that you can, you can get over the crisis and you can work towards it. I was just in Poland and Germany and all these places. I met the Ukrainian refugees. The amount of love that has been poured in for them, to house them, to feed them, to give them comfort, is tremendous. So there is a lot more compassion on the planet.
How can we heal and improve interfaith relations in India?
I'm thinking on these lines only, and that's why we keep traveling and bringing communities together, having more programs, bringing people together, you see, of different faiths and different cultures, of different languages. If you see, actually it is not on the grassroots level. This is just a few people for their own personal agenda. They create these sort of conflicts. If you go to the ground level, see, we had this 500-year-old temple and mosque conflict. So the Supreme Court appointed me to as one of the judges to resolve that. And then, I met people from both faiths, Hinduism and then Islam. And this 500-year-old problem, which would erupt every time there is an election, was resolved amicably. There was not a single disturbance once this arrangement we came into. So that's all about communication. On the ground level, you will see these differences are not there. People have been living together of different faiths from so long. But, some elements cause from both sides for their personal gain. They rake up the issues which are non-issue.
Please continue to give us the hope that your eyes give us. Please, let's say thank you.
Thank you, John. You keep blessing the world and have more ways to God, like the basketball.
Yes.